Holocaust memorial on Miami Beach, and it's unclear how many more lives would have been lost were it not for American spies who were deployed around the world to infiltrate the Nazis. One is an incredible story of an American woman who was, until now, with a secret story, but it's being told in a new book, The Princess Spy. I recently sat down with the author, Larry Loftis. Back in the early 1940s, Aline Griffith was a young model from New York.
She was a normal girl living in a very small town, Pearl River, New York. Nothing unusual about her other than she was very attractive, and she becomes a spy.
Her unbelievable story now being told for the first time in the new book, The Princess Spy.
Aline's brothers had actually joined the war, and she was bent on doing something for her country, and so she wanted to be something where she could help the war effort.
Patriotism.
Patriotism.
World War II, the Nazis invading Europe. The Office of Strategic Services, predecessor to the CIA, sent Griffith to Spain to go undercover. Did her former model life kind of give her an edge?
It probably did. I mean, she was sophisticated. I mean, she was tall, elegant, about 5'9", beautiful. So at these high-level parties, she just would blend in, and no one would guess that she was a spy.
The deeply researched book uncovered never-before-known details about Griffith's secret life as a spy. One of the most compelling moments where I kind of held my breath is she had been shot in the head. Then it dawned on her Marta had been killed in her bed. So who was the real target? What happened there?
Marta was one of these French resistance people.
So what happened to Marta?
Well, that's a bit of a cliffhanger, but it's an Alfred Hitchcock scene.
Griffith's love life would eventually become a fairy tale. She married one of the wealthiest men in Spain, the Count of Ramanones. Did her husband know she was a spy?
He did not know. In fact, he knew, but he didn't know. She told him, but he didn't believe her. In fact, when she said, look, we're about to get married, I need to tell you something. I've got something I have to get off my chest. I was a spy for the Americans during the war. And she thought that, he might freak out. He started laughing. He goes, oh, come on, Aline. Oh, boy, you're telling a big one. He didn't believe her at all. And she's like, okay.
Best cover you could ever ask for.
Best cover you could ask for. I told him, I'm off the hook.
Aline Griffith led a life of glamour, but quietly she infiltrated Nazi operations, facing danger as an American spy that until now was classified top secret. Aline seems to get a lot of respect from you. Why?
She's very courageous. It takes a special person to do this job because being a spy, you have to mingle your personal life with a lie. You have to become someone else 24/7.
The Princess Spy, like all spies, had a code name. Her code name was Butch. It's certainly confusing. It may have been so that if the Nazis got a hold of the code name, they never would have thought it was this beautiful woman. Or it may have been because she became so expert at the use with pistols, machine guns, knife fighting, even hand-to-hand combat. All the things that we know that spies learn to do, but we would never believe such an unassuming woman would actually have to use in her incredible career. She's no longer with us, guys, but clearly a woman with a story that we should all applaud for her heroics.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating
good movie.
Yeah, it would be a good movie.
Has that book been optioned yet, Kerry?
Yeah, I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. Thank you, Kerry.
It's being discussed.
Thank you, sir.
Carson Daly Productions, line one.
That's what you're asking, huh?
Who's going to play her in the movie?